Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Listen, I'm glad to have you guys here. Today is the 20th, Thursday, the 20th of February, 2020. And anyway, listen, I'm going to run through the markets real quick here, fairly quick, and talk about what's going on. And then after I'm over, I'm going to talk about the extenuating circumstances behind what's going on in the economy and stuff. So let's get started. Let's open up the charts right here and take a look. First thing we're going to take a look at is the silver price today. And let me hone the chart in a little bit. 1831 for silver. And it's down 10 cents, but yeah, it's in its upper end of its range, even though it says it's down 10 cents. Let's take a look at gold. See what gold's doing. 1616. Gold's been surging upwards. Silver will follow. Silver always follows gold. And in fact, at a certain point in time, I'm expecting silver to actually start to pass gold. When the real rally gets going, here it's just beginning. Gold's up $4.70, 1616. Silver to gold ratio is on its head right now. That's how I'll describe it. It's on its head right now. It's going to go back to a normal ratio. And when it does, it means that whatever gains you make in gold, which is going to be substantial, huge gains, I think, are going to be made in gold. Whatever gains you make in gold, you're going to even make an increased gain in silver, more than likely, when it goes back to its ratio that it should be at. So that's what we got going on with gold and silver today. Let's take a look at cryptocurrency. $278 billion for the industry, 62.9% Bitcoin dominance, and a Bitcoin price of $96.18 today. Bitcoin's been doing rather well. It had a little drop off. It was up above 10,000. Now it's fell back to 96.18. But, I'll tell you, I don't think that cryptocurrencies is as undervalued as gold and silver right now. That's my opinion on it, I don't think cryptocurrencies has been suppressed to the extent that gold and silver have, and that's the reason why. Let's take a look now at the Dow Jones, and it's down 10 points. I'm going to tell you, this is the most overvalued market probably in history. Right here. And whatever upside that might be left, if any, is so outweighed by downside risk that it's almost unbelievable. And I think this downside risk is going to play out very shortly. Anyway, let's move on and let's take a look at the, go back. Let's go back. 29,337. So it's down 10 points on the day. That's still near all-time highs. Let's take a look now at crude oil, $53.92. Crude oil's been catching a nice bid. It wasn't a 49. It was under $50 for sweet light crude. Now it's $53.92. So crude oil's been catching a good bid. I think that's going to come to a stop pretty soon. U.S. Treasuries here. We're looking at Treasury yields falling all the way across the board, from the short to the long end of the yield curve, but it's nothing really big. It's nothing really all that substantial. 3.1 basis points on the 30-year, and U.S. 10-year at 2.9 basis points. But these yields, we notice the 30-years finally cracked down below 2%, and that's a kind of a milestone. And the U.S. 10-year is getting ready to go down below 1.5. So that's what we got happening with treasuries today. I forgot to put in the dollar index, get it started. Anyway, listen, the dollar's probably getting up near 100. Here's what I want to talk to you guys about, quite seriously. We got a situation I watched today from Japan. Big cruise ship there in Japan. And I never seen people so glad in all my life to get off of a cruise ship and get their feet on dry land. You know, normally people are all excited when they're climbing on board the cruise ship. They're going to go for a cruise. They've been looking forward to it for months. Very sad situation. But what's even sadder is the fact that some of these people are probably carrying this terrible disease, and the Japanese government is basically, it's almost like it's starting to spread, you know, and in a way that in certain countries like Hong Kong, it's getting toehold. It's getting a toehold in these places. It's very serious and very upsetting. This disease manifests itself in a number of ways that is very unusual. One of the things is asymptomatic transmission. Another thing is airborne. Those two words. Now, it's very important to understand that we're not dealing with something that is, it's very upsetting situation what's happening, and we're going to have to keep our eye on this. But I think it's going to be a bad situation, really bad, and the effect that this is going to have on the global economy is going to cause the house. I think it's going to, my personal opinion, is going to cause the house of cards to fall. This is a very unusual situation, to say the least, and it's very bad. Listen, you guys need to get your preparations in place in case there's problems where you might need emergency supplies, things like that. You know, you need to get these preparations done. I'm going to go over them with you guys real quick. The first preparations you need to make is to clean out a closet in your house. Fill it with things you might need in an emergency, including maybe canned food, bottled water, an emergency preparedness kit. We need to focus on emergency preparedness and being ready for any situation that's going to come along that might take you off guard. This situation, I'm still hopeful, but it does not look good. Okay? We're going to have to wait and watch and see what they're able to do. But it's very essential that you guys have emergency preparedness in place for yourselves and your families. You know? And this is going to be a trying time, I think. And anyway, listen. I love my fans out there. You guys really have been great over the years. Thank you for your support for my channel. Give me a thumbs up, because that does mean a lot for my channel. And listen. Well, anyway, we'll catch you guys in the very next show. Bye-bye.